All right, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. And today, guys, we are back here looking at the meme coins on Solana. These meme coins have really been popping off this cycle in cryptocurrency and especially on Solana. This is what I've really been focusing on the last few weeks because, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know if you're new to the channel, I do cryptocurrency part-time. I have a full-time job and I have stuff I like to do outside of crypto. And so crypto to me is just a part-time hobby, especially making videos and stuff like that. I do very much enjoy it, and I do very much enjoy making content and sharing with you guys different things in the cryptocurrency space. But it is still part-time for me, and I wish I had more time to make videos every day and cover lots of different topics here in the crypto space. Maybe one day I'll be able to do this full time, but right now I have a very limited amount of time that I can dedicate to cryptocurrency and to making videos. So I really want to provide you guys the best of the best in content and video quality. For about the last month, I've been really hitting it hard in the airdrop space and trying to find potential airdrops that are going to happen here in 2024 because there's a lot of layer 2 and layer 1s, even layer 0s coming out with their own blockchains and their own tokens, and a lot of them have test nets or they're currently live right now and are trying to incentivize users and volume by offering airdrops. Now, airdrop hunting is a very tricky thing to do because the real good airdrops really don't publicize it. Because back in the day, the biggest airdrop ever and the first of its kind was Uniswap. Now, people that were trading on Uniswap had no idea that this was going to be a possibility. They were just excited to trade on the first decentralized exchange, where you could connect to it with your MetaMask and trade all on chain. That was very revolutionary at the time. And back then you could trade on Ethereum for a couple bucks, even less sometimes, 50 cents per transaction. So it was very feasible to make swaps on Uniswap. And I did make swaps on Uniswap, luckily, with 2 wallets at that. So I was able to get a nice chunk of the airdrop back in the day. So when I started seeing more airdrops coming out this last year or so, I really wanted to get back into that arena because that's a great way to really get a nice chunk of change if you can hit the right airdrop. And I still think the ones that we've been focusing on the channel, like Barachain, like Venom, and some other ones, will potentially airdrop a nice chunk. The only problem is that they've been farmed pretty heavily and there's really a limited amount that you can get. I mean, there's not unlimited amount of money that is out there in the space. So it's really going to be tough to get that type of Uniswap airdrop where you're getting $10,000 each, which is basically what we got back in the day. I do still think some of those airdrops do exist. I'm just going through a little bit of airdrop fatigue right now where I'm still looking at airdrops and testing them out and different things behind the scenes. And a lot of them don't meet up to my expectations to make a video to where they're not working properly or it's very difficult to get the testnet token or something's not completely working where it takes a while for them to send you the token or the faucet's not working or there's just a lot of different things where it has to meet certain criteria for me to want to put an effort and time to make a video and share on the channel. So I am still doing some airdrop hunting in case you guys are wondering because I know it's been a couple weeks since I made an airdrop video. But I am still hunting and I am still on the lookout for the next great airdrop. So stay tuned for that. We will have more airdrop videos in the future. But for now, I really wanted to focus on these meme coins because this is a great way to make some money in the short term where you can find these coins and capitalize on some of these, especially on Solana. And let's face it, at the end of the day, we're all trying to make money here in cryptocurrency, whether it's through airdrops or hunting meme coins. They're really one and the same. So you have to be diversified here in crypto. You can't just be in one sector. You have to really branch out if you want to be able to hit some of these big earners and find these gems in the crypto space. So I showed you guys in my last video how I go about finding meme coins to get into. And the best time to get into these meme coins is early on in the very beginning because that's when the most profit can be made. However, there's different ones that you can look at where you could swing trade. There's swing trade possibilities with a lot of these coins. And I'm going to show you that a couple that I look at in this video for swing trading. And also we'll touch on a few of the tools that I showed you in my last Ultimate Meme Coin Guide video where you can actually scan wallets on the blockchain and then copy trade those wallets. That is the real diamond in the rough here, because really with that strategy, you really don't have to be the best meme coin hunter. All you have to do is find the best wallets and copy what they are doing. So that is really a great potential there and something to look at. So Photon is one of the tools that I talked about where you can scan these coins and see them when they first list. You can check out trending ones as well. And what I like is they show the audit results over here, which is showing the mint disabled, the LP burned, and the top 10 holders. Now, this doesn't guarantee that the coin can't rug, because they can still rug these. People have figured out how to rug these, even if they have all of them green, like this one, for example, that completely is down 84%. There's still ways to rug it, guys, and you still have to be very, very careful using this. This is the highest risk one because you really don't know what's going to happen. But you can see, some of these can pump to insane levels. But of course, this is more higher risk and someone that wants to just maybe try to get lucky. And I did get lucky on a few of these that I found in here. Okay, but also you have to very, very be careful, because a lot of these coins on Solana, like you'll notice trends that I noticed is there's tokens that list with like 1.9K. Some of those are honeypots. I'll show you how you look for honeypots. Okay, there's a way you look for them. Let's see if I can find a honeypot. Let's see, we'll go under new pairs because it's the easiest way to find the honeypot is something that's pumped insanely high. Okay, like this got $37. All right, so this one actually isn't a honeypot, because if you go over here to top traders, that's how you're going to tell if it's a honeypot, because if you don't see people making money off this coin, then it's a honeypot, okay? Because the honeypots will basically, you won't see any higher solds than bots like this one does. Okay, so this is Miss Pepe. It launched about 8 minutes ago. Okay, so this type of stuff I would potentially maybe roll the dice on. The liquidity is pretty good, 9K, market cap of 18,000. This one was a San Photon. All right, here it is here. So the mint is disabled and the LP's burned, but there's people holding a lot of tokens. All right, so that one is potential for dumping, but if we go back over here, okay, this could be something that you may want to buy in, because the chart is looking pretty good. Okay, it doesn't really dump too much, and then you get a nice pump after that. And not a lot of people have pulled too much money off of this so far. You can see this is probably a developer wallet, because they didn't buy any tokens and they sold $2,000 worth. A couple of these here. So, that's the thing. You don't know how long they're going to let this thing run for and how long this thing can go. Okay, it does have a vertical projection here. So maybe I will take a roll of the dice on this one. And so what you want to do is, because I prefer trading these on Jupiter, but the thing with Jupiter is it has to be trading for a little bit amount of time before it can be listed on there, because it's an aggregator. So it takes time, and the new pairs that are listed are trading on Radium. So what you do is click on this right here, and it'll bring it up in a new window, because Radium is pretty clunky and slow and difficult to deal with. But what you can do is you click on this, it'll bring up the exact pair, and all you have to do is get through this section. After you click I understand and confirm the new token, okay, and you connect your wallet. Once your wallet is connected, you can trade. So you would just type in here, okay, how much you wanted to trade, for example, and it would bring it up, and you would go through the trade. That's the easiest way I found to trade on Radium. Instead of just going through the actual site and everything, is you go through the link from Dex Screener. Okay, so you click right here. It'll take you there. Make sure you wait for the pop-up that says you want to confirm the token to trade, and then you go for it. And that's the way you can trade it easily on Radium. And then same thing when you sell, you can just click back here and then swap it to the other side and switch it out. Okay, so we're going to wait on this one. Let's see how this develops. Maybe we will put in a buy if it gets down to a certain range. And I wanted to show you guys, speaking of ranges, Seletti. If you guys are following my channel, you know one of the partners that I partner with is Seletti AI. So they are a passive income style platform where They trade on the Forex markets with artificial intelligence trading bots, and they provide you a profit Monday through Friday. They have other accounts that pay you every single day at a fixed percentage, but the Forex trading is variable and varies on the day. So they have a pretty advanced strategy that they use and providing profits for their users for the last 4 to 6 months. If you got in at the very beginning, the Forex trading started about 4 months ago. So yeah, it's been going extremely well. And they decided to launch their own token here on Solana to try to capitalize on the Solana craze and the AI craze as well. They kind of fit both of those niches pretty perfectly. And so why not launch a token? Now, right now, this is basically just a meme coin because it doesn't have any use case or any utility. But in the future, it very well may. And the team has provided kind of a preview of kind of what that's going to be as far as potential yield farming and that type of thing. So they want to make their own exchange as well. And what I see this token potentially being is a utility for when they want to have their own Forex trading bot, where you can have access to the trading bot and connect it to your own exchange account and trade with. They will probably have a way where you have to hold a certain amount of Seletti tokens in order to unlock that bot to be able to use. And you're going to have to hold a certain amount of tokens to be able to use that bot. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then as far as, yield farming and stuff like that, that could come into play. But where you can really make money with this is swing trading, guys, because the swings with Seletti coin has really been pretty great to capitalize. Okay, what you want to do to swing trade, you want to look for a nice floor. Okay, and this looks like a great floor range for Seletti. Okay, this has been a pretty good range here, and what you want to do is draw a line on the chart, and you're going to look for this range to buy in, and then let's see how high it usually pumps from that support level. So that's good, 78%. This one was 55%. This one didn't touch. This one recently just touched, and we are up 46%. So those type of swing trades, guys, is very, very powerful. And so what you can do is there's a couple ways you can attack this. You can use the Trojan bot on Telegram. They also have a bonk bot. There's a couple different other bots that you can use to basically set a price range to buy and sell this, and it'll do it for you automatically. But you can also come over here and copy the contract address right here and come over to Jupiter, because it is listed on Jupiter, guys, which is basically just a aggregator, and it's not really like listed, it just takes a certain amount of time for the tokens to show up here, a certain amount of trading volume, etc., and eventually the token will be listed on here. And so what you can do is they have limit orders, so you can go over here and decide what price you want to buy Seletti at. All right, guys, so what you're going to want to do is find the range that you want to trade it on. Now, right now we are on USD. We need to switch to Sol because the limit trading on Jupiter is in Sol. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour and we're putting this up. Okay, so here we go. So let's go back here. Let's draw our line of support, which is about right here. Okay, line of support, and here we go. So this is a good level to swing trade. So what you're going to want to do is put this price here, which is 0.0 with 5 zeros and a 4. Okay, we'll round that up to a 4-1. So come back over here, click use market, and we'll type this to 4. Okay, so that's showing we'll buy it at it once it dips about 19%. Okay, so let's go back to the chart and we'll look at here. So if we dip 19%, almost, yeah, we could go a little lower. We could go 3. We could go 3.8, something like that. But see, you don't want to be like here where you miss it, because I'd rather be a little bit higher, because remember, this isn't on leverage, so you're not going to get liquidated with this. So maybe 0.041. Yeah, that's right where we have it. That's a good buy range. Okay, so you put it in there, and then you would just basically complete the transaction, and it'll have an open order here, just like on a regular exchange. Except this is a DEX, meaning that it's all on chain. So you have full control over this trade through your Phantom wallet, and you can cancel it. You can do anything you want. This is pretty powerful stuff here on Jupiter. And then so you can basically just have that order ready to go. And if it hits that range, it's going to buy the token for you automatically. Of course, you can come back in here and set a sell. This right here is when you're buying, because basically you're selling Solana for Seletti at this price. Okay. Now, if you want to switch that around and then you come back to the chart and go, well, when we pump up to about this range here is, kind of where it's a good swing trade, because that's a good pump, we'll say from here up there, it's 30%. That's pretty damn good. All right. If we can get that, I will take it. So then you go over here and then you would switch it out. We're going to sell Seletti at this price, which is 20% higher. And then you can put that in, and if it hits that price, you're good to go. So this is just a great way to make extra passive income from the Seletti token and just swing trade it. There's a lot of tokens you can do this with, guys. I'm just using the Seletti coin as an example because it's been swing trading pretty nicely. Okay, and I'm going to start doing this myself, to be honest, because it's got some nice swings in here. So check that out. See if, that might be something you want to do. Of course, there's a ton of coins you can do this with. You want to do this with something that's more stable, not just something that's a pump and dump, kind of like this coin we found over here, Miss Pepe, that's back to the base range. So see, those people that were holding a lot of those tokens, they dumped it all. See how that works, guys? That's why, and see the liquidity is down, so they drained about, 4 grand of liquidity. As we go over here, I'll probably see some more wallets that, we're able to drain some more out. So that's the way it works with these meme coins, guys. These people that make these are pretty much greedy and just in it for the short term. Unlike Seletti, that they are really in this for the long term. This is more than just a meme coin play for them. You have to find those coins that are like that. For example, When. When is a coin that was airdropped to Jupiter users way back when, before I started making airdrop videos. I wish I had made them back then, but this was like one of the first airdrops for using Jupiter. Jupiter was a great airdrop because, number one, just using the exchange got you When tokens. And at the time, it was only worth $50 that they airdropped us. But because the When price has gone up so much, that $50 is now worth, $300 at that point if you held your entire When from the start. And not only that, but they also airdropped their own Jupiter token, which has done well in price as well. So Jupiter has been a really great thing. Like I said, I wish I had made airdrop videos back then. I kind of wasn't thinking about that because I wasn't sure if they're going to airdrop, that kind of thing. So that's how it always happens, is the ones you least expect end up always having the best type of airdrop. So I'm going to still hunt, guys, because I want you guys to make a nice chunk of change with these airdrops, not just myself. I want you guys to really win along with me. So you go back to When token, and you can see that this was a great support level for a long time to swing trade. Okay, and you can see it broke out of that level, and it's been pumping very nicely. Now, I do think a correction's in play. I do think that there's a possibility that it will come back down to this support level and do something like this, where it touches this, maybe falls a little bit below, gathers support on here, maybe it dumps down even lower again to here, but then it'll probably shoot back up to here, gather more support, and then shoot back up again. So that type of structure, guys, is really good for swing trading, okay, because you can really find good trades and good profits to be made there. Of course, you can just buy and hold for the long term with this as well, but this type of coin, is going to have its volatility. And so this would be a range where I want to put a buy order in, because if it did fall to this range right here, you could make a nice chunk of change if we go back up to the all-time high, which is almost basically doubling your profit. Okay, so that's kind of where I see WhenCoin going. So what I've been doing with my WhenCoin from the very start is I put it into this Meteora farms. Now, this is a different type of farming. It's called a DLMM pool. And it's different because there's no farming token that it pays out. It's going to pay you out a chunk of the liquidity that you put in. So if you put in When/Sol pair, it's going to pay you out a little bit of When and a little bit of Sol. Now, where you put this liquidity is you put it directly into Meteora. Basically, you're going to need to deposit some on both sides. And then there's also a fee that they take up front in Sol. So you have to keep that in mind. And And the thing with these DLM pairs is when it falls out of range, okay, depending on which type of structure you put in here, because they offer different types of structures. So you can put it into a more higher risk, high reward, which is what I did, which has been making me good profits. The only thing is when it falls out of range, you're not going to have impermanent loss. You're just not going to earn any fees during that time. But the great thing is, because of the volatility of this coin, is now my pool balance is all in Solana. None of it is in WEN. So if the WEN coin dumps back down, it's going to take my Solana and give me more WEN. And it's going to make my position go back into range automatically. And then it's going to earn a lot of those trading fees. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. And you can see that right now, when I started this, I put in like 35 bucks or so, something like that. And I've been able to make that in just fees alone that I've claimed. And my liquidity has gone up to $79. Now that's a combination of things because Solana has pumped and WEN has pumped as well since I started putting this in here. You know, it's a give or take because if I had just held both of these and not put the WEN or Solana in here, I maybe would have made about the same, but the fact that I made 35 bucks in fees is pretty damn good out of this liquidity. And this has been in here since the WEN airdrop, which was back here. So basically since the end of January. So we're looking at about 2 months of farming in the Meteora farm. And I made basically what I put in there, and my liquidity has doubled. So pretty cool. And you can find different farms as well for this. And I'm hoping that eventually Seletti can get on to Meteora because that's a great way to have some volume. I don't know what the requirements are to be listed on Meteora, but it is a good way to grab some popularity for your token. So guys, the last thing I want to touch on was this wallet that I found in the Ultimate Meme Coin Guide. And I want to use this as an example because this wallet had done really, really well with SolTweet and a few other coins that they bought. They made a lot of money on Solana in about a short amount of time. Now, they've been trading a few other memes, and a lot of these memes didn't do very well. They made a 2x on some of these, okay? But you notice that basically now they have moved all their funds out of the wallet. And that happens from time to time is people either maybe catch on that people are copy trading them or they wanted to switch up their wallet. But the great thing is about the blockchain is you can find where they sent that. So what you want to do is look for where they sent some of their tokens because they're not going to be probably trading on this wallet anymore because it really doesn't have any SOL on here to trade with. So they sent most of their SolTweet to a different wallet. So if we just continue to follow the money on the blockchain, you can find where their new wallet is. And this is a one here. They've been buying some different meme coins. Let's see how some of these have done. Let's see, they bought Kong 9 hours ago. Let's see, Kong 0.1 SOL. And we'll go back over here. They sold the Kong for 0.22 SOL. So pretty good. That's a little 2x right there. So it looks like this person still is trading pretty well. Okay, there's their SolTweet. So they decided to just move wallets for whatever reason. But you can still track it and just keep up to date with the different wallets. So I'm not actively trading these wallets. I'm just kind of watching to see what they do. But, you know, some of these, you know, are looking pretty good. Let's see how this one turned out. This Moacat coin. They put in 1 SOL there. They put in another one here, 0.4, so that's 1.4. And they put in 0.3, so 1.7 SOL into Moacat, and they sold it for 0.03. So they got rugged. Okay, so yeah, this wallet, you know, isn't the greatest. Let's actually run this through a scan. That's what we can do as well. Okay, guys, I showed you this tool on the last video. This is the wallet that I found. Okay, you can see that, you know, they did pretty well here, but then lately they kind of tapered off. So there's better wallets than this out there. I'm just using this as an example because we found it on the channel together. Okay, and let's see how their second wallet's doing. And there's just, that's a great thing about Solana, guys, is there's so many ways and wallets to find. And if you just find, you don't have to be the best trader, you just have to find the best wallet. Okay, now this one, they haven't done very well. You can see a lot of these they've rugged, and they are down negative 13%. They do have a 38% win rate, but they haven't done very well. So this one I would not be copy trading. Okay, but the great thing is there's a tons of ways to find different meme coin wallets that are good. Okay, you can go through here at the top traders. There's other ways to do it. I wish the Soul Scan was a little bit better and a little more easier to navigate. I think the reason why it's not that easy to navigate is because actually the Ethereum Foundation purchased Soul Scan. So that's what's really interesting is Ethereum owns Soul Scan, the block explorer for Solana. Pretty interesting. It's so maybe they don't want to make it as good as Etherscan. Who knows? But yeah, it's kind of difficult to really go back and find early transactions unless you really want to just click and click and click and have to really search. So the great thing is you can just go through Dex Screener, and you really want to just do your research and look for wallets, and that you can never know, guys. You could really stumble upon a really good wallet, and if you copy trade that, it could do very well. There is one that I am copy trading. It's has some mixed results. I'm kind of sticking with it because I think that it could be good in the long term because I kind of like the person's trading style. But I am still on the lookout for other wallets and things. And this is stuff you can do, guys. This is how you really get inside and into the nitty gritty of the meme coin space. Is you look for the new tokens coming out. You can look for actual profitable wallets and then copy trade those wallets, and also do swing trading. Those are the ways you're going to make money with meme coins. Of course, you can always just buy early and get lucky on a crazy home run hit. That can happen as well. But the great thing is that there's a possibility for that to happen, which is why I like meme coins right now. And I think that it is something that can be used to make yourself some nice income in this 2024 bull run that we are going to be experiencing with the Bitcoin halving in about a month away. So some great things are happening, guys, here, and you can really take advantage of this right now. Okay, with the airdrops, with the meme coins, these are the times to get into this stuff because this type of stuff isn't going to happen forever. There's cycles in crypto, and eventually this type of crypto with meme coins and airdrops, it's going to get burned out and it's going to move on and evolve to something else. And this is when you can need to get in now to make this money before it goes away and there's a new cycle, and then you have to learn what to do in the new cycle and different things like that. So the big thing about crypto is knowing the cycle you're in and how to capitalize and earn profit on that cycle. So guys, I'll do my best to teach you guys the way to do this stuff from my knowledge of being in crypto for going on 7 years now. And I want to share that knowledge with you guys because I think empowering others is really the way to live your life. And if you put others first, your goals will also be met as well. It's a great thing how the world works and how that type of good energy comes back around. So guys, if you guys like that, please hit a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos down below, and I'll be interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the meme coins, on the airdrops, on swing trading these meme coins. How are you guys making money in this space right now? I'll be interested to hear about it because I do like to find any avenue I can to make money. Of course, I will test it out and be smart. I don't just go all in on one thing. And so that's what you have to do if you really want to be smart and make good money here in cryptocurrency. It takes experience, and you don't get experience by just sitting on the sidelines and watching. You actually have to try it for yourself and put some money at risk, and that's the best learning teacher that you can have. So guys, that's really it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto out.